How's it going, guys? It is Chad here from LooToons, and welcome back to another side-winding, depth-defying episode of every animated movie of the year. And today, we checked out Ice Age Collision Course. Now, I can already hear you guys saying, Chad, didn't you just release a video of you going to Paris to see a Blue Sky Studios museum and that it was Fox who sent you there? And the answer to that is yes. That video was indeed intended to help promote the film on the week of its release, and all of the cool stuff I saw and the praise that I gave to Blue Sky still stands. However, I will still be reviewing the movie with an unbiased and open mind, just as I have all of the other films. Of course, that will seem much more believable to you when you see where the movie places on the list. You know what, let's just throw to the list right now at the start, where we find Ice Age Collision Course colliding in right below Ratchet and Clank. I've gotta say, you guys, I did not think I would be putting a movie below Ratchet and Clank this year, but it is what it is. And mind you, Ice Age has 5 times the budget of Ratchet and Clank. Oy vey! So a quick rundown of the plot. I mean, very quick. Scrat has chased his acorn all the way into space, and his raucous antics have gotten so extreme that he has caused a massive meteorite to blast towards Earth, ensuring certain doom for the Ice Age gang and generally everything on Earth, so the group must find a way to stop it. Meanwhile, Manny is dealing with some father problems and coming to terms with his daughter getting married. There's some other kind of plot lines, but I don't really want to go into them. I just want to make this fast and painless for us all. So I touched on the Paris trip that I just took, and I was feeling really inspired about Ice Age off of it, and seeing all of the concept art and models and everything, it got me kind of hyped for this movie. I actually thought that the last film, Continental Drift, was eons better than the Dino film, but after this film, I've kind of lost faith. I think Ice Age is continentally drifting into Land Before Time territory. And I want to make it expressly clear that this has nothing to do with their similar time frames. Land Before Time is infamous for endless amounts of sequels, each one selling more direct to VHS or DVD copies than the last. Kids love the characters, and they will return again and again to see them in new adventures. And that's kind of where Ice Age is, unfortunately. The stories of the 3 main characters had been told probably by the end of the first or maybe second movie. At this point, we're really just joining them back for some kooky, silly adventure with familiar faces and some new comedic voice actors shoved in. Side note, I would hate to see Max Greenfield wasted on this movie. He's so great in New Girl, and he's so great in this movie, actually. He's the standout. I hope he can play another animated role that he can really shine in, because I think he would totally kill it. But that is neither here nor there. Let's move on. So, back to the art. Lots of the majestic art and landscapes that I'd gotten excited about didn't really appear in this film. I was actually so let down by the environments of the film that I rewatched Ice Age 1, which I love, just to remind myself of what a beautiful prehistorical ice world can look like, even in 2002. So, look. Unlike all the other reviews where I go over animation and voice cast and story, I just want to say this. I've seen the Rotten Tomatoes score of this movie, and before you comment saying this franchise should just die, consider this. I see these movies on Friday mornings, same bat time, same bat theater, and this time my theater was packed with kids and families, and let me tell you, straight through this movie was nothing but almost deafening laughter from the young audience. The movie is relentless with jokes about butts and stinky butts and big butts and poop and turds and smelly butt toots and butt turds and smelly big stinky butts. Yeah, but no, I'm not kidding. I think there are over 50 jokes about butts or farts or turds in the movie. But the kids love it, so what am I getting at? The movie may not have the cerebral depth of something like Inside Out or Dory, or the godlike choreography of How to Train Your Dragon or Kung Fu Panda, but the young kids don't care about the choreography or the heart or the message of a movie. They just want to have fun. They want to laugh at some butt toots and some silly animals, and it's important that they have that to see in theaters too. Ever since I saw Zootopia, I've been worried kind of that animated films might become too steeped in reality, which is fantastic for an older viewer like me, but we've got to remember the young viewers. Of course, the movie is still a struggle, and I truly feel for parents who have years ahead of themselves watching these films with their kids on repeat over and over at home. But still, I'm happy they exist. Just not maybe for me or for you. But if you're a parent, this is going to be a fantastic way to burn a few hours of your kid's time while you recharge your batteries or something like that. I hate to reduce the movie to that, but that's kind of where I'm landing. And yes, still, Norm of the North is below it. So, will Ice Age continue on? Well, I'd lean towards a hard yes. I wouldn't be surprised if the series went to a straight-to-digital format. Then again, of every theater I've sat in so far for this Every Animated Movie of the Year series, this was the only one that was nearly sold out. So probably prepare for a sequel. The Little Prince comes out next on Netflix, and then the much asked about Sausage Party. And yes, I will be reviewing both of those exclusively here on Every Animated Movie of the Year.